Hey guys, welcome back to Synapse. This is Ritika and today we'll talk about malarial parasite and its life cycle. So this is a nomenclature of the malarial parasite. It belongs to the phylum Apicomplexa, class Coccidia, order Hemosporida, and genus Plasmodium. Under this genus, we have 5 species which causes malaria in humans, which are vivax causing benign tertian malaria, falciparum causing malignant tertian malaria, ovale causing ovale tertian malaria. All these three are called tertian malaria because the frequency of fever is once in 3 days. While Plasmodium malariae causes benign quartan malaria, it is quartan malaria as the frequency of fever is once in 4 days. Plasmodium knowlesi causes simian malaria where the frequency of fever is once in every 24 hours. Before we learn about the life cycle proper, we need to know about the host. The definitive host for the malarial parasite is female Anopheles mosquito, where the sexual cycle, that is sporogony, occurs. It is a female mosquito which can transmit the disease and not the male, as only the female mosquito needs a blood meal for laying eggs. The intermediate host is man, where the asexual cycle or schizogony occurs. Let's talk about the life cycle proper in humans first. The infective form is sporozoite, which is transmitted to human by a mosquito bite. The other modes of transmission could be by blood transfusion or transplacental transmission, where the infective form is trophozoite or merozoite. The events in human cycle can be divided into pre-erythrocytic schizogony, erythrocytic schizogony, and gametogony. The sporozoites gain entry into the hepatocyte, where it loses its apical complex and turns into or transforms into a trophozoite. The trophozoite undergoes multiple nuclear divisions called the pre-erythrocytic schizogony to lead to formation of pre-erythrocytic schizoid, which contains several merozoites. The hepatic cell further bursts to release these merozoites into circulation. Another point worthy of note here is that some of the trophozoites remain in the hepatic cells in the form of hypnozoites, which could get reactivated, leading to recurrence of malaria. The merozoites that are released from the hepatocytes attack and enter the RBCs, where they transform into early trophozoite, which has a signet ring appearance. This is the first asexual form to be seen in the peripheral blood. The early trophozoite transforms into late trophozoite, which undergoes several divisions, that is erythrocytic schizogony, to form several merozoites. And these merozoites are again released into the circulation due to the rupture of RBCs. These released merozoites are completely capable of attacking and entering other RBCs. Every time the erythrocytes burst, it not only releases the merozoites, it also releases some toxins and the malarial pigment, also called as the hemozoin. Now these components, they are the cause of paroxysm of fever, which is a characteristic feature of malaria. As this erythrocytic cycle keeps occurring, few of the merozoites transform into gametocytes, and this occurs in the blood vessels of visceral organs such as spleen. And this transformation of the merozoite to gametocyte is called as gametogony. In gametocytes, we have two types. We have macrogametocyte, also called as a female gametocyte, and the microgametocyte or the male gametocyte. And here ends the life cycle of the parasite in humans. And here starts the mosquito cycle, where the gametocytes enter the mosquito during the blood meal. Well, the asexual forms too enter the mosquito, but they get destroyed by digestion, while the sexual forms, that is the gametocytes, undergo further development. The microgametocyte transforms into 8 actively motile flagellated microgametes, and this is called as exflagellation, while the macrogametocyte transforms into 1 macrogamete. The microgamete and the macrogamete undergo fertilization, resulting in zygote formation. And this zygote, which is non-motile, becomes motile and acquires apical complex to form ookinete. And this ookinete penetrates the stomach wall to lie beneath the basement membrane, where it gets surrounded by an elastic membrane to form oocyst. The oocyst undergoes multiple meiotic divisions called as sporogony to form many sporozoites. And we know that this sporozoite is the infective form for humans. So here I'm done with this simple video on the life cycle of malarial parasite. If it helped you, do like the video and share it with your friends, and do subscribe if you haven't yet. If you have any video suggestions, leave them in the comments.